It looks like the minimum capital requirement is spreading across board on the financial sector. Well, the Securities and Exchange Commission is to raise the minimum capital requirement to rid the sector of low-resource investments companies. Now, the Deputy Director General of the Commission, Paul Abebio, who gave the hint, said that draft proposals have been made and are currently under consultation with the Securities Industry Association for their input.
10 fund management companies are being investigated for violating various provisions of the Securities Industry Act 2016, which includes their inability to pay returns on investment made with them. They are McEllis Investment Limited, Western Capital Limited, Brooks Asset Management Limited, Kamak Capital Ghana Limited, formerly Lifeline Asset Management Limited, Mac Asset Management Limited, EM Capital Partners Limited, Met Capital Group Limited, Kana Capital Limited, Man Capital Partners Limited, and Alpha Cap Securities Limited.
Some of these are fixed income securities that give a promised rate of return. Some are equities where your value can go up or down. And in our regulatory framework, fund managers are not supposed to give a fixed return. They can give against the benchmark, they try and perform, they invest in a basket of securities. If they are given a fixed return, that means they've issued a bond or they themselves are issuing a commercial paper. That kind of instrument requires approval from us. And then once you issue an instrument, the question becomes, when it comes to due date, are you able to pay?
But some analysts argue the problem is due to the low minimum capital required to enter the sector.
Anybody finds 100,000, he sets up a company, goes out to the public and says, hey, see, I'm SEC licensed. And based on the trust that people have in SEC, they start investing in those companies. Meanwhile, the companies require capital is just 100,000, managing tens and sometimes hundreds of millions of funds.
Deputy Director General Paul Abebio says moves to raise the minimum capital are far advanced. He said the new minimum capital requirement will be segmented according to the business profiles of the various investment companies, which will be based on the extent of the risk they assume.
There's going to be a standard, should we say, nominal capital amount. But as your business changes, depending on the size of your business and the kind of risk you are assuming, the required minimum capital would also change.
The Securities and Exchange Commission is established by the Securities Industry Act 2016 at 929 with the objective of regulating and promoting the growth and development of an efficient, fair and transparent securities market in which investors and the integrity of the market are protected.